to build relationship or develop business? Or do you want to make name in the society? What do you think? What kind of requirement you need? Certainly you need words, you need expression, you need conversation. But if at the spot your mind goes blank, words are not supporting you, conversation is not coming in your way, and your mind goes blank, absolutely blank, what will happen? There will be awkward silence, and the listener will not be interested in you. This is a very serious dilemma. And I have come up with 3 psychological tricks. Yes, dear audience, I have come up with 3 psychological tricks. And these psychological tricks can help you to bridge this gap, because this is not a normal problem. This is a very serious problem, and we have to work on it. And we can work on it with the help of a pyramid. This is a triangle shaped pyramid, and these are all connected pyramid. First of all, you have to understand that there are many thoughts continuously circulating in our mind. We are always thinking about something or the other. We are thinking about why I am getting nervous, why I am not getting the response as per my expectations, why I am feeling sad, what are the effects of my sadness, what are the reasons of my sadness, why I am so happy today, all, and what is the reaction of other people towards me. We often watch the other people and we become judgmental, and we are always in the process of thinking in our native language. Now there are so many hundreds and thousands of thoughts continuously circulating in our mind, but they are not coming up into our mouth to speak, because between our mind and mouth there is a filter. Yes, dear audience, this is a filter which is creating a hurdle. You have to understand this concept now. There is a filter between your mouth and your brain, and this filter is prohibiting you. This filter is a hindrance in your path of getting fluency, in getting the appropriate words, or to continue the flow of conversation. Now what is this filter? This filter is just like is reminding you that you should be cool, you should be impressive, you should be elegant, you should sound natural, you should sound impressive, you should sound perfect. So what kind of words you need? You don't need these kind of words which are in your head. You should search for some sophisticated words, some literary words, and some complicated language, so that you can be sound like a scholar. This filter is just like reminding you that you should be status conscious, you should sound an attractive personality. If you are not utilizing all your powers in searching the powerful literary words, complicated and complex sentence structures, you would not sound attractive. So this filter is actually a hindrance between your mind and your mouth. So what you have to do, what you exactly have to do, you have to remove this filter. Remove this filter, this perceptive filter which reminds you, which continuously forces you that you should be conscious about your level of understanding, about using of selective words. So what you have to do now, you have to adopt no filter approach. And what you have to adopt? You have to adopt an automated response mechanism. Now what is this automated response mechanism? Remove this filter, adopt automated response mechanism. Now what is this mechanism? This mechanism is that there is a stimulus and you have to act immediately without a second thought. Whatever is coming into your mind, you have to speak. You have to speak. You should not use this filter of conscious and deliberate effort of seeking the appropriate words, the suitable words, the complex words, the literary words, the flowery words, the figurative language that forces you that you should sound scholarly, you should sound an elegant figure, a knowledgeable person. Remove this filter. Remove this filter. Whatever comes in your mind when someone asks you a question, when someone is having a conversation with you, you should act immediately. Whatever is coming in your mind, you should talk to him without a second thought to your impression, to your filter. Now comes the second point, which is connected with this. And what is the second point? Psychological trick. The second psychological trick is pratfall effect. Now, the pyramid, first, no filter approach. Second pyramid is that pratfall effect. Now, what is, if you adopt this, your likability increases when you make mistake. This theory, pratfall effect theory, says that when you make mistakes, your likability, people like you more, people relate with you more. When you try to be perfect, when you try to be unique, when you try to be at the top of the position, people are not relating with you because they say you are a superior person and you are not liked by the majority of the persons. But if you make mistakes, mistakes are always a part of human nature. People are relating you that we make mistakes, this person is also making mistakes, so your likability also increases. So the very second point which you have to adopt is to have pratfall effect trick, to have smooth flow and to have to avoid this blankness of mind. Now comes the third point, the very important point, without which all these 2 points are futile. Now what is the third point? Third point says that, for example, if someone says to you, I am not interested in English, I am not interested in English, I feel boring, English is quite boring, or someone says that English is complicated language. For just an example, if someone says that English is a boring language, now what should be your reaction? What should be your reaction? If you say, yes, English is a boring language, English is a complex language, English is a complicated language, your conversation drops. You have put a full stop by saying this. But if you say, why do you feel English is a boring subject? Why do you feel English is a complicated, complex language? Now you are talking about the reasons. You have come up with a thread. The third step, the third pyramid, the third very important psychological trip is that you have to deal it with like a tree. Like a tree. There are many branches of the tree. There are many threads. There are many branches of the trees. Now you are talking about why you are feeling that English is a complicated or complex language. In fact, you are trying to figure out the reasons of English language. Second thing, if you can say that, can I help you? In which area do you feel that English is a complex language? Now you have give another dimension to the speaker to continue this language, to continue the conversation. In this way, your mind is not getting blank, it is going to be trained. It gets the knowledge how to keep up the conversation. How can you avoid the awkward silence? Now, the third point can be that there are many English courses. You can join Gul Knowledge Hub. Now, the other speaker can say, why Gul Knowledge Hub? Now, you can point out the characteristics of Gul Knowledge Hub. If you want to let me know in the comment section which is the best quality or which is the best thing about Gul Knowledge Hub and which is the demerit also of Gul Knowledge Hub. Now you are not breaking, you are not putting a full stop, you are creating different kind of threads, different kinds of branches of conversation. It can give you a boost. And if you master this conversation threading, connectivity, if you master this skill, for example, if you say that someone says that I like yoga, and if you say I don't like yoga, you are putting full stop. But if you say that there are many benefits of yoga, like it keeps you healthy, and it is also refreshing for your brain, you are giving dimensions to talk, you are giving directions to talk, you are creating threads, you are creating branches to talk about. Now what you can also see, from whom you have trained yourself of this yoga practice. Can you teach me this yoga? At which time or do you have this yoga practice? Can I join you in this section of yoga practice? What are the different steps of yoga practice? Now you are creating threads, and you have to master this threading. You have to master, first of all, you have to adopt no filter approach. No filter approach. Just talk. Just talk. Ignore this fact to create a scholarly effect. The next step of this pyramid is pratfall effect. Do many mistakes, because when you make mistakes, people relate with you. When you feel that you are a normal person, you are not a superior person, you are not trying to be perfect. But when you trying to be perfect or model, people feel inferiority complex, and they are not relating with you, they are not liking you. So what you have to do, you have to create, or you have to bridge this gap. The third very important step is that you have to master this art of conversation by creating different kinds of threads. And if you adopt this paramedic or psychological tricks, you will not feel blank. Words will automatically come with you, because you have a asset of words. The actual hindrance is your filter, your perception of giving an impression of scholarly figure. So adopt these three psychological tricks, and comment me in the comment section how would you find this video, because I have created with you with the point of view that it can be a helpful video for you. So till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.